Welcome back to the Living and Learning Workshop. Today we'll be discussing sleep and how it is the foundation of our physical, mental, and emotional wellness. Let's take a look at today's agenda. The goal of our session is first to recap last week's session, then to move on to sleep. We'll discuss how much sleep you need, mental, physical, and emotional side effects of sleep, daytime performance and safety, the body's sleep system and the anatomy of sleep, behavioral changes that can lead to improved sleep, and potential problems that could arise from too much sleep, sleep medications, or too little sleep. Before we get started with today's objective, let's briefly review what we discussed last week about the connection between physical and mental health. Please pause the video and reflect. What do you remember about our discussion last week? What do you remember about the connection between physical and emotional wellness? What surprised you? What did you find helpful? And most importantly, what questions do you have about the material so far? Next, we'll jump into our content for today. Sleep plays a vital role in good health and well-being throughout your life. Think back over the past couple of weeks. Do you feel like you are getting enough sleep each night? How many hours of sleep are you getting in an average night? Unfortunately, if you feel like you aren't getting enough sleep, you are not alone. Most Americans just don't sleep enough. How many hours of sleep does the average person need to feel rested? The average adult needs about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, but this number actually varies across the lifespan and between individual people. Some people, especially as they age, need only 3 or 4 hours of sleep each night, while others require 10 to 12 hours of sleep on a nightly basis. The most important thing is to set aside any previous notions or beliefs you might have had about your sleep needs in order to find what works best for you individually. Adults, including older adults, are still generally recommended to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. In addition to knowing how much sleep we need each night, it is also important to understand why getting enough sleep matters. Think about how you feel when you don't get enough sleep. Can you identify 3 ways sleep impacts you mentally, physically, and emotionally? Pause the video and think about this. Getting enough quality sleep at the right time protects your mental health, your physical health, your quality of life, and even your safety. The way you feel while you're awake depends in part on what happens when you're sleeping. During sleep, your body works to support healthy brain function and maintain your physical health. In children and teens, sleep also helps support growth and development. The damage from sleep deficiency can occur right away, or it can build up over time. For example, ongoing sleep deficiency can raise your risk for some chronic health problems. It affects how well you think, react, learn, and get along with others. Let's talk about some specific ways that sleep impacts you. First up is cognitive function, or how your brain works properly. Sleep helps your brain work properly. While you're sleeping, your brain prepares you for the next day. It's forming new pathways to help you learn and remember information. Studies show that a good night's sleep improves learning. Whether you're learning math, how to play the piano, how to crochet, or how to drive, sleep helps enhance your learning and problem-solving skills. Sleep also helps you pay attention, make decisions, and express creativity. Studies also show that sleep deficiency alters activity in some parts of the brain. If you're sleep deficient, you may have trouble making decisions, solving problems, controlling your emotions and behavior, and coping with change. Sleep deficiency also has been linked to depression, suicide, and risk-taking behavior. People who are sleep deficient may have problems getting along with others. They might feel angry and impulsive, have mood swings, or lack motivation. They also may have problems paying attention and feeling stressed. This was a lot of information, but overall, we can see how sleep could impact our thinking, our feelings, and our mental health on a day-to-day basis. Next, let's dive into how sleep also plays an important role in your physical health. For example, sleep is involved in the healing and repairing of your heart and blood vessels. Ongoing lack of sleep is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, and other cardiovascular issues. Sleep deficiency also increases the risk of obesity. For example, one study of teenagers showed that for every hour of sleep lost, the odds of becoming obese went up. Sleep deficiency increases the risk of obesity in other age groups as well. Sleep helps maintain a healthy balance of hormones that make you feel hungry or full. When you don't get enough sleep, your hormones can become imbalanced, and you might end up feeling hungrier than you normally would when you're well rested. Sleep also impacts how your body reacts to insulin, the hormone that controls your blood sugar. Lack of sleep results in a higher than normal blood sugar level, which could increase your risk for diabetes over time. Your immune system relies on sleep to stay healthy also. This system defends your body against foreign or harmful substances, keeping you from getting sick. Ongoing sleep deficiency changes the way your immune system responds. If you're sleep deficient, you might have trouble fighting off a cold or infection that otherwise wouldn't impact you.